Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel where I try to share the tools that you need to improve the quality of your life. So today's topic is how to set realistic goals. And what do I mean by that? First of all, realistic goals, I don't mean to limit your goals, but I actually mean to look at the time zones you set and, very important, how much you're willing to invest into achieving your goals. Because you can achieve almost anything if you're willing to put in the work you need. So, when setting realistic goals, for me that means looking at time frames mostly and regarding how much time in a day can I actually use and redirect and also save in advance, book it for achieving my goals. And that can be as little as 5 to 10 minutes a day, and it can take several hours a day depending on what your goal is, how much you're willing to invest, and how much time you actually have at hand. So, when you do that, it's first important to be very crystal clear about what the goal you want to achieve is. And here I mean be precise. Don't say, I want to lose weight, or I want to feel a little more healthy. No. Be precise, guys, because your brain doesn't know what you mean. If you say, I want to lose weight, you lost half a pound. Well, you achieved your goal. You lost some weight. Is that what you wanted? Maybe not. If it is, great. But if it isn't, and also you'll feel a lot better if you actually put the goals as precise as possible, because making your goals precise actually helps you to measure your progress towards it. So if you say, for example, before you said, oh, I just want to lose weight. Well, then you sit down and you write a number that you want to see on the scale, for example. So you say, I want to lose 10, 20 pounds, whatever it is for you. Or you can also look at clothes sizes and say, okay, my goal is not a specific number on the scale, because I know that sometimes I'm heavier, sometimes I'm lighter. And that doesn't matter as much to me as knowing that I fit in a size 4 or 6 or 2, whatever it is for you. Or if you're from a European country, 36, 38, 40, whatever it is. So be precise, make your goals, and that goes for every part of life. That goes for when you say, oh my God, I want to meet my soulmate. Sit down and make a list of the characteristics that you actually want in a person. Don't just sit and hope that the perfect guy or girl will come along. Create that person in your mind, because then when you meet people, you can actually check how many things of the list you can take off. And that'll actually show you how close you are. And of course, sometimes, especially when it comes to people, nobody's 100% perfect. And sometimes we have to maybe negotiate a little bit. But generally, make a list and underline the 10 most important qualities for you. And then you say, okay, about these qualities, I'm absolutely non-negotiable. So, and then you stick to these standards. That means if a person ticks most of the other ones, but for example, if loyalty and honesty is really important to you, let's say honesty, if honesty is really important to you, and this is a thing that's non-negotiable, then a person can tick all of the other boxes, but if honesty is missing, you really have to ask yourself, is this one that I can actually change, live with? Because this is my core value, this is my core belief. Can I actually stay with a person and be close to a person who I cannot trust their words? So in this case, with these non-negotiable ones that you take like 10 or 15 out of the whole list, with these ones, They're non-negotiable. If these qualities are missing, say a loving, I love you from the distance, and I hope you have a great life. And you take care of yourself again. Because this is when you're going to meet the people that you actually want in your life. Same for work. If you say, and this is something I believe I said before in another video, if you have the standard of earning, for example, $4,000 a month and having 20 vacation days a year, then don't settle for $3,000 and 10 vacation days a year, because you know what you want. Another thing about your goals is if you say, oh, I just want to earn more money, and you find $5 on this, or I just want to have more money, and you find $5 on the street, well, then you technically have more money, but is that the amount you want? Be crystal clear. How much money do you want to have? How much money do you want to make a month or a year? And really break it down. So first of all, like I just said, be crystal clear about your goals. This is very important when it comes to goal settings, and it's very important for setting realistic goals as well, because if you don't break them down, it's unrealistic, because your mind doesn't really know where to go to. You don't really have a measure, and whether you achieve these goals or not, well, it's very hard to know unless you have a very detailed plan. So, and this is where I say, don't be too strict at the end. For example, if you make $4,000 a month now, but you want to make $6,000 a month, and then you get a job offer where you get paid $4,500, and you see, okay, this is the next best step, and it may take me a while, but even if not, this is already closer to $6,000 a month than I'm now. It may actually be a risk worth taking, even though it's not 100% at your standard yet, because you see you're moving in the right direction. But if you just say more and you don't give it a number for anything, okay, I want to feel more fulfilled. Okay, what does that mean to you? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What do you need to do on a daily basis to feel those things? If you're not crystal clear on your goals, they're unrealistic because you cannot measure them. So setting realistic goals actually includes breaking them down and getting really, really clear and detailed about what you want. And you're worth all of your dreams and desires. So why don't you make lists? Sometimes lists are a great thing. And yeah, so for these things, I would always suggest to have a little journal, and that's, you can call it like your personal development, your personal growth, or just your personal journal. And this is where I like to do my lists. This is where I like to do my exercises. And it helps me because when you actually write things down by hand rather than think about them or write them in your cell phone, you actually engrave them deeper into your system, because your body is not only thinking or typing them, but you're actually writing it by hand. So it actually makes sense to write them down. And like I just said, I would always recommend having a journal at home that you can use for these kind of exercises. And yeah, and then you can also look at how important are these dreams that you always thought. Because sometimes I noticed that, I don't know, sometimes I really wanted a pair of shoes, for example. Yeah, I'm a woman. Sometimes I really wanted a specific pair of shoes. And when I wrote down all of my goals, I noticed that sometimes I didn't really want this specific pair of shoes as much, and sometimes I did. But it just writing these dreams down, and you know, this is just one example, but also, for example, when you look at the job again, is it really $4,000 a month that is what you want, or do you actually want 5? So writing them down actually gives you the chance to reflect on them and to become even clearer on your goals. Yeah. So just a short, quick, nice sum up. In this video, I talked about how to set goals and that it's really important to be crystal clear and specific and detailed, and to prioritize, to chunk them down, and then to go for them afterwards. But become crystal clear and write them down and make them detailed. Guys, your brain works with details. So, happy goal setting. I hope you have a great day. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.